Once upon a time, there was a beautiful kingdom. The people there were happy, the rivers were clean, and the fields were green. It was a peaceful place, ruled by a kind and wise king. The king loved animals very much. Among all his animals, he was especially fond of his royal elephant. The elephant was strong, gentle, and loyal. The king made sure the elephant had the best food and a large, comfortable stable to live in. The elephant was very happy. In the same kingdom, there lived a stray dog. He had no home and wandered the streets every day looking for food, but he rarely found anything to eat and was often hungry. One day, the dog came near the royal elephant's stable. He smelled the delicious food inside and peeked in. To his surprise, he saw plenty of food meant for the elephant. The hungry dog quietly went inside and began to eat the leftovers. From that day on, the dog came to the stable every day. The elephant didn't mind at all. In fact, he enjoyed the dog's company. Slowly, they became good friends. They ate together, played together, and spent time in each other's company. One day, a villager saw the dog playing with the elephant and really liked him. He asked the elephant's caretaker if he could take the dog home. Since the dog was not owned by the king, the caretaker agreed and the man took the dog away. The elephant was heartbroken. He missed his friend a lot. He stopped eating, became weak, and soon fell sick. The king called the best animal doctors, but no one could make the elephant better. Then the caretaker remembered the dog. He realized he had made a mistake and went to tell the king everything. The king felt sorry for the elephant and quickly sent his soldiers to find the dog. The soldiers went around the kingdom and announced, "Whoever has the dog that lived with the royal elephant must bring him back to the palace. The king will give a reward." The man who had taken the dog heard the message and brought the dog back. As soon as the elephant saw his friend again, he was overjoyed. He ran to the dog and gently wrapped his trunk around him. From that moment, the elephant started eating again and slowly got better. The elephant and the dog stayed together for the rest of their lives, as true and loving friends.
Moral of the story: to lose a friend is the greatest of all losses. Once upon a time in a small village lived a skilled drummer with his wife and son. He often took his son along to weddings, festivals, and fairs where he played drums. Slowly, the son learned too. One day, a traveler from a nearby city admired their drumming and invited them to perform at a big annual fair. It was a grand fair. The father and son played in the heart of the fair. A crowd gathered, clapped, and danced. Coins poured onto their sheet. As they headed home, they had to cross a forest. The father warned about robbers and asked his son to be quiet. The son, feeling proud of their success, said, "Let's play our drums. It'll scare the robbers away." He didn't listen to his father. The robbers heard the drums, watched from behind trees, and realized it was only two men. They attacked and stole all the money. The poor drummer and his son returned home empty-handed. They had learned a hard lesson. Moral of the story: always act as per the situation.
Once in a village there lived a hard-working washerman with his family. The washerman had a donkey. Every morning the washerman would load his donkey with dirty laundry and set for the river. He worked hard day and night, but struggled to get enough work in the small village as he had only a few customers. Once there was nothing for the donkey to feed. The washerman was worried that if the animal died of hunger, he would not be able to carry the bundles of clothes to his customers. So the washerman thought of a plan. He had once got a lion's skin as a gift from one of his friends. He thought, if I put the lion's skin on the donkey and set him in the fields, people will think he is a lion and would run away. He decided to put his idea to use, and it worked. When the people working in the field saw the donkey in the lion's skin, they thought it was a lion and ran away from the field. The donkey chewed on the crops peacefully and was happy. Slowly, the donkey started to become nice and fat. The washerman was very happy that his trick worked. Without having to spend money to feed his donkey, he had a nice fat donkey at his service. The villagers, frustrated by the crop-eating lion, had a meeting and decided to kill it. Next day, they gathered sickles, plows, sticks, and nets, and waited behind the trees for the lion. Suddenly, the villagers jumped on the creature and started attacking it with sticks, killing it. However, To their surprise, they found that it wasn't a lion, but the washerman's donkey, which was covered with a lion's skin. The villagers shouted at the washerman, "You tried to trick us." The washerman looked down, ashamed, and remained silent. The washerman finally understood that tricking others never does any good. Moral of the story: it's wrong to fool others. In the end, it always causes trouble.